Okay, guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question from the second chapter of engineering mechanics dynamics, and we have a skier that starts from rest on the 40 degree slope at time t is equal to 0, and it's blocked at t 2.58 seconds as he passes a speed checkpoint 20-meter away from the starting point. So once it get to this distance here, which is 20-meter, we have the time that takes 2.58 seconds. We have the distance, so that's going to be our s. We have our t, 2.58 seconds, and we need to determine the coefficient of kinetic friction between the snow and the skis, and we can neglect the resistance of the wind. So we're going to start first of all with the free body diagram, because we have to figure out the forces that they are dealing with in here. So let's just call our x and y axis maybe in this direction. So I'm just going to call this, so let's just call this x, and this will be our y axis. And if we want to show all the forces that we have, so obviously we have the weight of this skier, which is going to be vertical, so that's going to be the weight of this gear, and on top of that we have the friction between the skis and the snow, where we can call it Fk. And since we are moving, we are dealing with the kinetic friction in here, so the coefficient of the friction is going to be kinetic coefficient. So we know friction is mu k, or the friction times n, and that's going to be the normal force that is applying from the snow to skis of this skier. And that's pretty much all the forces that we have, and we can start with sum of all forces in y equals to 0, because so actually this is equal to mass times acceleration of gravity, but since we only move in the x, there is no movement in y direction, so this will be equal to 0, which means we have n, and we have the y component of the weight, so we can resolve this force into two components. This angle would be also 40 degrees, because this angle is 40 degrees. So the vertical component would be mg cosine of 40 degrees, and the horizontal, or I should say the component along the x-axis, is mg sine of 40 degrees. So we can see, getting back to our Fy equation, we have n minus mg cosine of 40 degrees equals 0. So the normal force is mg cosine of 40 degrees. And let's move on to our x equals to mass times the acceleration that we have in x direction. And another assumption that we need in this question is that we're going to consider that the acceleration is going to be constant in x direction. So that's one thing that we have, and sum of all forces that we have in x direction is basically the x component of the weight, which is mg sine of 40 degrees minus mu k times n. So let's just reshuffle this a little bit. So mass times acceleration of gravity, mg sine of 40 degrees minus mu k. Our n is what we had in here, mg cosine of 40 degrees. And that's why the question is not giving us the mass of this skier, because it will be canceled out. If we just factor m on the right side of this equation, we're going to get rid of the m mass. So basically our acceleration is, we can factor g in here, sine of 40 minus mu k cosine of 40 degrees. And since we consider that the acceleration is constant, so the formula that we have for the acceleration, s is equal to s0 plus initial velocity times t plus half of ax t squared. So everything is known in here. We're going to consider the starting point here since our origin is at that point. S0 is 0, so this will be 0, and we discussed that getting to this point is going to be 20 meters away, so our S is 220. So initial velocity, since the skiers start from rest, the initial velocity is 0, so this is going to be 0, and basically we have 1/2 of ax, which is basically the value that we had here for g. So g times sine of 40 minus mu k cosine of 40 degrees. That's going to be our a, and t is the time that this gear is clocked, so 2.58 squared, and this should give us the answer. So let's just, and keep in mind that g in here is 9.81 meter per square second because all the units are SI units. All right, so I'm gonna just keep this as is, sine of 40 minus mu k cosine of 40 degrees. We can just call this a variable, maybe a. So basically we have 20 is equal to g over 2 times a times 2.58. 2.58 squared. So let's just calculate this. So here our a would be 2 times 20 over g, which is 9.81 times 2.58 squared. So we have 40 in the numerator, and the denominator we have 9.81 times 2.58 squared. It's going to give us 0.613, and basically this is 0.613, and if I look at this equation, we basically have sine of 40 degrees minus 0.613 is equal to mu k cosine of 40 degrees. So let's see what we get. Sine of 40 minus 0.613, and I'm gonna divide this by cosine of 40, and yeah, the mu k in here is gonna be 0.039, and the final answer for this question. Everything was clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. See you in the next video. Have a good one.